I'm more than happy to make your acquaintance. My name is Wispy Pickens Jr. the Third. There were so many before, but only this after. Confirmed bachelor. If you like that laugh. Well, I have to say, the aforementioned one, not the latter, but the former. Let's stop climbing these steps before we need to, folks. Let's focus on what's in front of us. Stay in the moment. So the former, yes, the former. Of course, you know that right there is going to be on television. It is, even now, so, and streaming. But if you want something that wins an Academy Award, well, there we go. I mean, come on. And wouldn't it be crazy if that was actually, like, the full gamut? That's what you got. You were like, oh, it's not Caleb, it's whatever Wispy Pickens is, and we have that for the whole thing. The whole thing's just going to be, and what about this guy named Carleb? Is it Carleb? I don't know what Carleb means, but I had this here there named Carleb. Who the heck here named Carleb? I mean, Caleb sounds like, I mean, come on. Who's that person? I look at this guy named Caleb. He don't look like no Caleb I know. What, he want to collab? Does he want to collab with me? Am I going to be into this collaboration? I mean, come on now. What's going on right here? And we just kind of like have to fast forward and stop that because we already got it from the very beginning. We know exactly what that dude's bit is. He definitely has 3 names. They always change. He's been a Southern lawyer somehow. Fascinating character, of course, from down south, way down south, has to be from way down south. And then before that, we had the guy at the beginning that was like trying to do like a whole misdirect red herring. This whole thing was like a lovely Law and Order episode. I mean, an entire 3-act structure was nearly just over 2 minutes, and I'm practically done. I mean, it's not even 5 minutes yet, and I'm like, that's a 3-act structure. Even the middle part, which normally sags if you're writing a screenplay, I divided that up into a 2-act structure. That's how you saw that going on in the moment. It divided up into a 2-act structure. I tell you something, this is, ego is not what's supposed to drive comedy, but I tell you, when you're an ego warrior, the weather's looking pretty good. Way up here at 5'4", where absolutely every single form of allergy just hangs. It descends at that point. So anything that's coming off of trees just hang around like, you know, I'd say waist level for most average people. But for me, that's eye level. That's eye level. And I took 3 years of growth hormones. Yes, folks, 3 years of growth hormones. So I could get tall enough to make eye contact with you. And this is from a person who decidedly, from a very young age, if people didn't work with me, like if my mom and dad didn't spend tons of time trying to socialize me, I would be in the corner, just kind of like, you know, shaking and tapping. I would be the guy that, I did community theater for so long, and I promise you I'm not punching down, but this would happen each time. Somebody would come, at least one person to a show, and after the show you'd line up in a green room, and the audience would come downstairs, and then they greet you after you do the show for the community theater thing. And I'd be in the play. In would come some person who's trying to be extra social. Hey, how's it going? Are you doing good? That's great. And then right next to them is, I'm like, okay, cool, how you doing? And they're like, well, I'm, you know, like the caretaker here, and like just one of those paintings, the eyes just follow you as you walk past. And I was just like, okay, like, once more, I have no problems whatsoever with what's going on. I understand it's a very complicated issue. I was trained really hard to then be able to do stuff on stage, like a dog. And I'm sitting there going like, oh, if only I could have been treated like a human. All I would have had to have done was just stare at people and stay quiet. If I had just stayed quiet. Could you imagine? And trust me, this is coming from a guy that decidedly, his dad was like, hey, They never tested me for crazy. Don't give them any ammo.